Today on WBTV, we are going to be taking a look at the new Stranger Things Season 4 teaser. Now, as me and Blake were talking just before this, we believe that there was already a teaser for Season 4 before.
No, there is already. Yeah.
But then it got delayed because of COVID, and now I believe that they shot Season 4 and Season 5 back to back. So hopefully we should be getting both of these seasons soon. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Season 4 trailer and see what this means for Stranger Things.
So yeah, just to preface, like the past trailer, the teaser we got, was of a clip in Russia. And there were scientists in Russia, and they had a lab, and they had a Demogorgon locked up. And they also spoke of a man who was a prisoner, which is theorized as Hopper. And then now we get this teaser trailer. So as you can see, other kids using their minds to, like, control the Plinko board.
Yeah.
Control the Magic 8 Ball. Control the cars. Like, they were moving those cars with their minds for the race. So.
Does that number falling into 7 reference, like, 11's number 11? Is that number 7 or something like that?
Maybe.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Papa.
How are you today?
Good, Papa.
Good. I'm glad to hear it, because today I have something very special planned for you.
And so there's 11's room.
11, if you're listening.
And
now,
that's really it. That's all we see.
Yeah. Now, like, we know that 11 was, like, his powers are pretty strong compared to, like, a lot of the other testing they did. So, a couple of my questions were, is the reason that 11 is separated from the rest of the kids playing in the room, is that a hinting to anything about how, like, 11's powers were stronger than everybody else's? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they've already kind of said that. Or she responded best to, like, what they were trying to do in the lab. But then also when Papa says that he has a surprise for them, is the surprise 11? Or is that just something completely different?
Who knows? Like, it could be anything that's a surprise. Like, maybe 11 was from a different facility, because I'm pretty sure it's revealed that Papa is Russian and Hawkins was, like, a Russian facility, right?
Yeah.
Because you have more of the Russians doing ominous things in the mall later on. So the story of Stranger Things is very prevalent that there's Russian scientists and doing something fishy in Hawkins. Because Hawkins is one of the points all across the world that can pierce into the Upside Down. It's like only certain points in the world have these anomaly points that you can pierce into the Upside Down. So I think Soviet Russia is one of them, and then Hawkins is clearly a hot spot for anomalies, right? So, realistically, so it could have been anything, right? Like, he could have been like, oh, the Upside Down, or oh, I have power amplifications for you, or yeah, we're introducing 11. But either way, it's clear that in Season 4 we're getting more backstory from 11, and we're revisiting Hawkins more, so.
Yeah, because I believe I think it was at the end of Season 2 that the lab was, like, closed, because for most of Season 3 the lab was just, like, deserted, and there was, like, nothing going on in there, at least as far as we knew. There was nothing going on in there. So, and in Season 2 they did take a couple of, like, revisits back to 11's, like, upbringing in the lab and how she came to be, but they didn't really dive very deep into it. So I'm guessing that this season, or sometime in between the next 2 seasons, they're gonna try to, like, flush out this story, because I believe the Duffer Brothers have said that Season 5 is it. So we're only getting 2 more seasons. So I'm guessing that this would be something that they would want to like wrap up before the show ends.
As Wade was saying, and we were discussing before we started filming, I think it was in season 2 when they visited the idea of 11 meeting up with some other people that also had powers like her and possibly were also at the lab like her. And they had been released or they had escaped however X years ago, or because their powers weren't strong enough, they only focused on 11 and they let the others go, but that wasn't explored at all. So maybe they were introducing them in season 2 for them to be a larger plot point in season 4, or maybe they're not going to bring them back in. They're going to focus on number 7 coming in to the story. As you said, that significance of the Plinko board falling, or the Plinko piece falling into the number 7.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I believe it was episode 7, or sorry, episode 8. What was the episode where they did that? And I know that that episode was generally disliked by the Stranger Things audience. So I believe that's why we didn't really hear more about it in season 3. They kind of went in a different direction. But so that would make me think that maybe if they were going to do it in season 4 and 5, they were going to try to do it differently than they already did it. But as Blake said, that 7 could signify that maybe the surprise was number 7, and they were going to get 11 to meet 7 or something like that. Like, who knows what was really going on there. I mean, I think all of this just ties into we're going to see a lot more involvement with the Upside Down, because like Hopper got sucked in to the portal when it was closed at the end of season 3, and now has ended up in Siberia theoretically. So like obviously in order for him to get back, or there's going to be a lot of storyline about how he traversed the Upside Down, or how did he go in the one portal and manage to come out the other portal alive. Like, what is going on in the Upside Down that allowed him to do that?
Another thing, see, exactly, is so how long would it have taken him to get there? So we know the Upside Down is an alternate reality of our own. It's like the dark side of our own reality, and there's monsters and no civilization, and it's like just horror filled. So we don't know much else about it though. Like, is the Upside Down, does time move slower in the Upside Down? Because how long would it have taken him to get to Russia?
Yeah, exactly.
If he walked all the way to Russia. So, and what would he have eaten? Would he started eating the monsters, and is he a hardened survivor now? Or Hawkins' laboratory was set up to tap into the Upside Down, and then they started experimenting on children. And as we can see, 11 is linked to the Upside Down, because her powers, like her, I think it's revealed that her powers are sort of linked to the Upside Down, and how she is like an epicenter of all these things trying to attack them, like the Demodogs trying to attack them, the Demogorgon trying to hunt her, and then you have the Mind Flayer again trying to hunt her while using Will as a spy. Yeah. So it's like she's drawing her powers from the Upside Down, and so there's this possibility that, what if Hopper, when he went into the Upside Down, does he have powers now? Could he have drawn powers from the Upside Down? Is there like some sort of radiation, or some like radiation adjacent thing in the world that happened to Hopper? Like, is Hopper a human? Is Hopper mutated? Like, there's so many possibilities and so many different routes they could take this.
Or has he also become a spy, similar to Will? Like, they had to do all these things to get Will, for the Mind Flayer to leave Will, so Will was no longer a spy. But now with Hawkins' lab closed, there's not the people to do that anymore, so who knows, like, is Hopper just a spy now? And is that going to change the attitude of his character? I mean, the other interesting thing that we'll be able to see would be Hawkins without Hopper, because, like, the other 2 police officers in Hawkins were pretty useless. Hopper kind of did everything, and it seemed like, in general, a lot of the other people in Hawkins were pretty oblivious to what was going on, other than Hopper and Joyce. And well, we do know that Joyce was moving away at the end of the season.
That's another thing. Will it even be set in Hawkins? Because we know the majority of the kids are still in Hawkins, but you have 11 who went with Joyce, and then you have Will and Jonathan. Unless Jonathan moved out and he stayed in Hawkins, but yeah. Joyce and their family left north.
There was kind of some sort of like love interest thing going on with Joyce and Hopper at the end of season 3. So who knows? Like, well, I mean, poor Joyce. Just like, you know, every person she falls in love with just gets wrecked by the Upside Down. But
literally, Joyce has been through so much trauma. Will disappearing. Season 2. What was his name? Sorry,
Bob.
The comic
like
relief.
Bob.
Yeah. Yup. Bob. He was a tech guy. He was a DJ. You know, he just got. Rip potato chip right when they were about to leave the laboratory. The Demodog killed him, and then she was starting to fall for Hopper, and yikes! See you later. He got sent into the Upside Down. So
so who knows? Like, I mean, Joyce was pretty determined to find her son, so maybe she'll be more determined to find Hopper, or maybe her moving away signified her trying to leave this kind of psycho crazy chapter of her life behind, and she's not gonna
she wanted to move on, forget about Hawkins. We would see that. Honestly, that could be a conflict. Will wants to go back, or 11 wants to go back to see their friends, and Joyce won't take them back to Hawkins, or refuses to take them back to Hawkins, or something like that. Who knows? They're like, again, they have so much content from the setup they've built from the first 3 seasons, that there's so much they still haven't explored, so much routes they could go down, and both of these teasers haven't hinted at half of the stuff we're talking about. This is just us theorizing from past seasons, or past how seasons ended and how the characters acted, where it could go. So
yeah, exactly. And for release date timeline, I believe we were originally talking about Christmas, because it seemed like whenever the seasons came out, they came out in the time that they were based in the show. Season 3 was based all around July 4th. It came out on July 4th. And at the end of season 3, 11 said to, what's his name?
Mike?
Yeah, Mike, see you at Christmas. So that made us think that it was going to be Christmas. However, obviously, COVID, everything got delayed, which means maybe this Christmas? I'm not sure.
Could also be slotted for Thanksgiving, because, like, even though she specifically said Christmas, I think it was kind of like they also said a few other lines that was like, oh yeah, we'll meet up for holidays and we'll come visit for holidays. So they could do it around Thanksgiving as well. Because American Thanksgiving is slated in November. So it would still be practically the same if they modified it to November. They'd still have snow, it would still be winter, it'd still be cold, and it would still be kind of like the festive season, right? So
that's that, folks. Stranger Things season 4, big hype, and hopefully we see it soon. It's been too long. But before season 4 comes out, I'm gonna have to go back and like rewatch the first bit to remember what's going on, you know. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below about what you think is gonna happen in season 4, or what you want to happen in season 4. And like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with the guy at Freshco, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Thank you guys for watching WBTV. If you want to see more videos like this one, click the video on the right. If you want to see skits, click the video on the left. And make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video.